Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech. In this video, we take a look at the newer revision of the Tangem wallet. I got the OG one right here, and we're just going to do a high-level look at the differences between the two, maybe some of the feature differences, and specifically going to focus on if I wanted to, say, for example, give one of my cards to my son or whatever to the Tangem application, which is available on both Android and Apple. But also look at some of the internal features inside the application. It's not available for you to download on your computer, but it is available on most Android and iOS, which is what this is really designed for. This is a nice, sleek card design, NFC capable, good security. We get 3 cards in the box, but it looks a lot better compared to the OG version, which I'll show you here in a minute. You got all your access codes on the backside here of the card. And this is what we're going to use to connect our phone. Now, NFC technology, before we continue, has a security issue, and that is you, the end user, the person, the piece of meat in between the phone and the tech, or in between both tech inside Tangem and tech inside your phone. And the best thing to do, because we all use tap to pay nowadays, whether it's through card form or through our smartphone, is on our smartphone, make sure you disable NFC when you're not using tap to pay or you're not using your Tangem wallet to transact on cryptocurrency. Now, again, we've done a full video in the past. There's guides on everything. And yeah, we even talked about the bug that hit Tangem. That's a non-issue, but we go over the full review and setup, right? So this video isn't going to be a setup, but as more or less like going through the process of adding 3 new cards to a different wallet that I can manage for my children, so on and so forth. But it's seedless, so you don't have to worry about losing your seed phrases. It supports over 14,000 plus cryptocurrencies, especially coins that I help either create or build, like Jellyfish Coin, Cats of Crypto, Coochie Coin, and yes, that's a token name, which has been copied apparently. And then it's also, it's IP69K rated. Now, that's different than the OG one, which is IP68. What 69K does is, well, it's fully waterproof, which is just like the OG, but it's also pressure resistant, and it's got a 25-year warranty, and it can survive temperatures of minus 25 degrees Celsius or a positive 50 degrees Celsius, right? So it can deal with the frost, it can deal with the heat, and I think that's a really big difference. I think the security standard is pretty much the same. It's still EAL 6+ certified as far as the security protection. It's got 2-factor authentication, counterfeit protection, and of course the firmware has been audited, not by Yeti, Yeti audits, who I've contributed with in the past, but through other companies. They've been audited, so on and so forth. And again, they're available on both Apple and Android. Take a quick look at what the application looks like on the Apple store, please, because a lot of times people click the wrong app and install the wrong thing. I don't think Tangem's been replicated yet to a degree that they find it feasible, or the hackers or the phishers find it feasible, but this is what it looks like for Android. This is what it looks like for Apple, and I just like to show you guys that so that way, you're protecting yourselves and downloading the right app. Again, if you want to go through the full, like, step-by-step at the very beginning of adding a Tangem wallet, I urge you to check out this video, which I'll link down in the description. Right now, we're just going to focus on getting it added to my phone. So let me move over to one side, and let's get on the screen. All right, so here we are on my phone. You're going to see some notifications possibly pop up, but we're just going to go ahead and search for my Tangem wallet, which here it is. And we unlock it with my fingerprint, and you can see that I already have my OG wallet on this device. Long story short, we got to enable transaction notifications. I would recommend enabling that. You might have to allow it depending on your phone settings. And if you're enjoying Tangem, go ahead and leave a review. Could be better, leave some feedback. The team loves hearing your feedback. We can see the price of Bitcoin at the time of recording, unfortunately, is at 79,735. We really need to stay above 79.8 at this time, but this isn't a TA video, so we'll keep on moving. And you can see all the cryptocurrencies that I have here. Now, to show you some transactions, we're going to go ahead and add some Solana, but not right now. First off, let's click the 3 dots in the top right here, and then we're going to click Add Wallet, because we need to add our various wallets to it. So let's go ahead and grab our 3 cards. We're going to go ahead and tap to the back of the phone. So if you look, let me see, where can you see me better? All right, so we're going to tap, because I have my case. Your case can play an impact in it. I'm going to tap my card right about there. And there you go. It took it. So other options, or create new wallet. Let's check out other options. A seed phrase is a series of words that allows you to recover your wallet. Unlike the keys generated by the card or ring, seed phrases are unprotected and can be copied and stolen. Use this option at your own risk. So generate seed phrase or import wallet. This is a seedless design. So let's see what happens when we choose import wallet. Okay, we can put in our seed phrase there. We're not going to do any of this. We're just going to go ahead and create new wallet because, again, this is going to be for my children. So now we're going to tap it. And if you look at the numbers provided, you want to verify that against the card that you have here. And sure enough, that's what we have. So again, we're going to tap it to the back. Sometimes it takes a minute for me to get it just right because this case gets in the way. And sometimes it takes a minute to like load, but boom, there we go. No backup devices. And we want to add backup devices. So we're going to do add card and rings. We're going to grab another card. Connect your phone to the card or ring you want to use as a backup. So we're going to go ahead and connect this second card. Boom. And then we're going to add a third card. Now these 3 cards are all going to be tied to this account that I'm going to give to my children. Oh, I messed up. See, I pulled out too early. That's what she said. Maybe that's not what she said. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, let's try again. Add. And we don't want to finalize backup till we have all the cards on there. Yeah, see, the case is getting in the way. This is what's going to happen if you have different types of cases. I'm not sure. If you guys have one of those cases that has the magnetic ring on the back, I'm curious to know if this gets in your way or not. There we go, finally. Now we're going to finalize backup. Protect. Set a single access code to protect your devices. Set an individual access code for each card or restore the access code. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. And we're going to create an access code. This is going to be a password, right? It could be a PIN, but a PIN, 4-digit PIN, it may not be secure enough. So think of something long and secure, special characters, whatever you could throw to try to thwart. Even though getting a card from you is physically hard, try to slow down whoever might be trying to get your crypto. Now we hit continue, and we got to type it in again. So just type in whatever you previously written. There we go. Our primary card ends in 2265. So let's make sure we got that one. Got it in my hand. So we're going to go ahead and scan card. Same thing. Long tap. Just holding it there. Letting the number come down. Again, trying to make sure your case doesn't get in the way. And just follow the on-screen instructions. Okay, now it's asking for the backup card ending in 2281. So we need to find that one. And again, scan card. Now that might be the one deterring feature of Tangem Wallet that might turn some people away. So Tangem team, if you can try to figure out a way to make that shorter, that'd be great. But I believe that's for security reasons. Now we can see all our tokens and we get to manage them. We get to choose what we want to be able to store on here. So we want Bitcoin main, we want Ethereum main. You see all the other Ethereum chains on here like Base, so on and so forth. You know, because this is going to be primarily ran by my children, I'm just going to do some basic things. I usually get, if I get any type of sponsorship, it might be in TRC20. Now, my children might not get that, but I still want to have TRC20 Tron on here. We'll even do ERC20, Solana, and those two. And just select all the tokens that you want. You can see there's just so many on here. We definitely want to add the Solana chain, main, USDC. We're going to do ERC20, but we're going to probably stay away from that and just do some Solana, maybe some Polygon, maybe some, where's Algorand? Ooh, no Algorand. Tangent, we need to add that support, some Base. But I mean, primarily it supports a lot of the chains, some Su, and then go and check every single one. Definitely want some Dogecoin. Not all chains will have multiple networks supported. Even got PayPal on here, but we're just going to go ahead and select those few for right now and hit continue. And it's asking for my device's biometrics. And now we need to take a card to scan. And then we got to put in the access code to manage this device. It's the password that you just set up. But there we go, success. Your wallet's configured and ready for use. So continue to my wallet. Now in the top right here, we're going to see our wallets and we're going to see our accounts. Let's go ahead and change the name of this wallet so I can rename it and just know what it is. So we're going to say Boys Wallets. This is just so I know the difference between mine and theirs. And now we just need to add these cards or the same application to my children's phones, the same way that we just did it, and then add this wallet to them. Now, I don't have my children's phone because they're away, but we could just do the same thing. If we hit add wallet, we can hit tap to scan. It might not detect because we're already using the wallet on here. Yep. But we would do the add wallet process on their phone using these cards, and I could have one card for each child and then easily manage or swap funds from one wallet, my OG wallet, to theirs. Also, if you choose the wallet, you could turn on NFT down here if you're a big NFT person. If you want to change the account name or anything like that and look, you can certainly do that as well. We'll go ahead and change our main to rocket ship, save. And we'll go ahead and make the boys something else. Oh, excuse me. I changed them to rocket ship and I left mine the star. We'll leave it alone like that. But yeah, that's how you go to add one. Now, to send some transactions, again, we'll just use my main wallet for now. But make sure you're on the correct wallet that you want. And you can see in the top there, you could also use Wallet Connect to connect to dApp. So this is where your Web3 connections will be very useful. New connection while using app. And you can see that I'm scanning with my phone. So this is where I would scan the QR code on whatever Web3 app that I'm trying to get into or use or manage, and then manage the connections. Don't leave connections on. You could also get Tangem Pay, which I thought is pretty cool, where basically you got a pay card. Let's see here, get card. You could connect it to whichever account you want. We're not going to do that just yet. And spend your crypto. For now, we're just going to go ahead and send some funds on Solana and show you how to add some jellyfish coin. Now, at the top of your phone, when you're in Tangem, you can swap quickly between wallets. So OG wallet, Boys wallet. So you can just swap quickly in between them. Again, I can send, like if I had stuff to send, right? I don't have anything in here now. I could send between my wallet and my children's wallets. But we're going to go ahead and hit receive on Solana because we need some Solana in order to mess around with some jellyfish coin. There's the Solana address. Now, because I'm on my phone and there's no Tangem app on the computer, I like to do share. And then I might share it with my wife or my sister or anything like that, and then just copy the address. But I already have the address, so we're going to use my Phantom wallet on my computer in order to just quickly send funds, and I'll bring you back once the funds are there, and then we're going to send some jellyfish coin. But you just hit receive, copy the address or share it, and then you can use your applications. We could even do it on the phone. If we hit copy, we could technically use Coinbase to do that, but I'm not going to show you Coinbase because we should be trying to manage our own crypto securely and safely away from centralized entities. It's okay to play around a little bit with centralized entities, but you really don't want to rely on them. All right, now that we've done that, we should be able to see our funds in here. There you go, $1.82 at Solana in our wallet. Additionally, if we look, I got some jellyfish coin. I got 1,000 jellyfish coin. This is a coin, a project run by Brandon Coin and team. And we could instantly receive, send, and now you can see swap is on there as well. Now we can't buy jellyfish coin, but we can buy other assets. And I want to show you something. If we hit buy for Solana, well, look what it's going to do. Your residence has been identified as. So something to note there, because it depends on the country, you might not be able to participate. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And let's say that we want to spend $20. Let's see what it's going to try to use to basically complete the transaction. We can see Mercury O is what they're using to complete the transaction, at least here on Tangem. But if we go to all offers, we can see other opportunities and other providers, right? So that's Mercury as well. Let's go back. MoonPay is another one. And so it is giving us the best offer, right? It is using Mercury O because it is the best offer for this $20, but I just wanted to show not only do you have to select your country, but it's going to that's what's going to determine the type of providers available to you. But we can send, we can receive right here from the secure decentralized wallet. We can sell as well. I like this feature. Once I selected on the token, I can explore transaction history. It takes me to SolScan where we can see our current valuation and balance. And all we have in here is basically Solana and some jellyfish coin. That's it. That's all the holdings that we have in this wallet. So now let's go back to Tangem. And what I really want to do is see if it will let me swap, since we still have the token address, some Solana for some Coochie coin. All right, tells us about swap with us, multiple trusted parties, unbeatable rates, simply convenient, impenetrable defense, impenetrable. Oh my God, I can't talk. And always here. All right. So let's see. We do not want this token, even though I love me some. Can we? Okay. No tokens. Please try another request. Interesting. COO. Of course, it's not going to show us Coochie coin. That's so disappointing. I would like to be able to buy any token as long as I have the wallet, the address, Tangem. I think that would be awesome. But instead, we could go ahead and buy some more jellyfish coin. So why is jellyfish showing and not Coochie coin? Well, it has more credibility on the market as far as verified transactions, stuff like that. And I did help them get verified. It does cost some money to do so, and you have to have so many transactions over X amount of time. But as you can see here, we should be able to swap, but it says service temporarily unavailable. Error code 2290. That's weird. Maybe it's because I don't have enough. Like I'm trying to swap only $1.82. Like maybe if I try to swap, 0.5 Solana. Interesting. And I don't have available funds, so that could be a problem as well. I'm playing with really small digits here, so it's no surprise to me. And the swap might not be capable because of where I'm located and the types of providers near me. So that's interesting to note. And this video is already running long, but you're going to have all your main assets and all your main coins. And if you get the card, you could just take one of these cards with you to the crypto conference, have a few of your assets, let's say a couple $100 of assets on you in your wallet, that you could transact, and then use the pay card from Tangem to pay for services, goods, whatever it might be. But you definitely have a lot of assets and tokens in here that is supported. I'm going into the realm of really out there. I'm sure if I sent myself some Coochie coin, see, because I can receive, I'm sure if I sent myself some Coochie coin, it would show here, but it's not going to carry over the image, and it's not going to be swappable, unfortunately, which really stinks. And let's see here. If I try to swap all of my jellyfish coin, yeah, service temporarily unavailable. It could be my location, and it could be that the service providers used that Tangem uses that's embedded or kind of within the Tangem ecosystem may not be supported. But if we did Ethereum to Bitcoin, you best believe that it will be supported. You can see fetching providers right here. It's going to get us the best rate with the cheapest networking fee, and then we could choose other offers or other providers as I showed you before. But just the fact that they support jellyfish token and a coin and a couple other tokens, obscured, very small tokens, or small ecosystem tokens, I think is wonderful. But yeah, one Ethereum will get me 24.43 Solana. It's going to be using Changely. Again, we can see all the different options. Simple swap, Change Hero right here. I was just playing around with some very small ecosystem tokens that I believe Tangem doesn't support, but I can at least add the token via contract address, decimals, the ticker, which is COO, and I showed you how to do that in the wallet function. Again, hit the three dots, choose the wallet, hit the account, manage tokens, hit the plus icon, and then choose whichever network it's on, and copy and paste that contract address. Just know, if you send that asset to your wallet, you might be able to send it back out if you have the main network token. What I mean by that is I might be able to send, if I send Coochie Coin to this wallet, I might be able to send it out of this wallet to another wallet, but I might not be able to swap it. So just bear that in mind. And, out of 14,000 plus crypto assets, that's not really a deal breaker for me, but something that I just wanted to test out with you guys along with me. Now, this video has already ran long enough. I'm going to give these cards to my children, get it set up for them. And now I'll be able to easily, right, because I can swap up here, move money over if I really wanted to. For example, let's see here. Send, max, next. I could choose my boy's wallet right here. Boom. Click that. Network fee 2 cents. Send. And now I can manage their funds, refill it. They can send money to me, crypto, all kinds of good stuff. And this is kind of the modern way of dealing with crypto nowadays. Let's get off the phone here. And, rather than using hardware wallets where you need cables, devices, and I know some of the devices are air gapped, so you don't really need cables. You can do it between your phone and device. But it's just as simple as tapping a card to access and to approve and all kinds of good stuff. But I keep my, cards back here, right? So it's nothing but a chicken wing to just slide that in there, keep my debit card, my credit card, and boom, I'm good to go. I'm on the road. Some of you guys might have, the Ridge wallet or the bigger boy wallets, the proper leather wallets, like I do have one of those. And then it's easy to keep it moving. Again, just remember to turn off NFC if you're not using that service to tap to pay at a terminal or to do anything like that, because that is where people get compromised. That's the only thing I would say. And I wish that the tapping feature when you're first setting it up wasn't so long, but I understand that's for security reasons. However, I'm going to leave it there. This is a lot longer than I anticipated. I'm glad we were able to go through the steps. I'm glad I was able to show you some of the pitfalls or failures that I had in trying to play around with some of these obscure, lesser known tokens. But that's all good information for you to know and for you to avoid. If you made it all the way through this video, God bless you. Thank you so much. Do me a favor though, hit that like button on the way out. Make sure to get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here, including to that original setup video that I think we did a really good job on, where this one's a little bit more raw and stuff like that. But let me know what your thoughts are about the Tangem wallet or the Tangem product and ecosystem, especially because they got a ring coming out. I want to hear your thoughts about their products, their services, and their, ecosystem. What do you think about it? Let me know. All right, get out of here. Take care. I'll catch you next one.